Does being green mean that we have to start pedaling a stationary bike that generates energy to activate a computer monitor to save what's left of the national forest? Or at least this is what was featured in the Planet Green booth at the Green Festival hosted in Washington, D.C. on November 8th. Given that everything is in jeopardy in the world, turning 100% energy independent seems to be the way to go. But not everybody has a power generator and a stationary bike to spare to turn on their laptops. A better solution to be waste concern, in fact, might be to use a bike to go to work or maybe run around town in bike carriages for a few bucks. But for the greening skepticals, these minor changes in human habits are not going to make a substantial difference. The Culture 11 staffer took it upon herself to go seek the answer to these questions directly at the Green Festival. And this is what she found. One of the biggest problems about environmental pollution is education on trash sorting. And that's what the Green Festival is best at. Among the total 11,000 volunteers, 400 showed up to help this cause this year. Trash sorting volunteers, in fact, believe that educating the masses to make minimal effort in their trash collection habits can indeed change people's mind to the whole issue. Among the volunteers who showed up at the Green Festival was Noah Patterson, a 23-year-old from Washington, D.C., who decided to take off his Saturday and Sunday to help people become more aware on how to be greener and less wasteful.
All that's compost, and you can throw the food in here and then put the wrapper in there.
And the plasticware is going
It's
where?
actually made out of corn, so it's compostable.
Okay, it is compostable.
Yes.
Everything is?
Everything is. The glass, I'm going to have to go in this one. I'm here just to help educate people about being green and composting.
And he does so by answering people's questions on what they should do with their eating utensils once they're done with their meals.
Yeah, they're just really interested in what kind of fiber like the plates are made out of and how we actually recycle them.
If you want to know where all the food scraps and food utensils end up to be sorted out and then shipped all across the United States to the different recyclery and composting sites, you may want to follow the trashmen running around the festival, or the lines of green shirt volunteers switching shift every 4.5 hours. All these people will lead you through the greening backhouse manager for 7 Stars, Corey West, and to his territory where all the magic happens.
So this is the back of the house. This is my domain. To get back here and the bags get torn open and every little plastic wrapper gets pulled out of the compost and every can and bottle we can see and numbered plastic we pull out of the landfill.
Since the Green Festival wants to be waste-free or close enough to that goal, they're not only implementing composting and recycling, but they're giving the option for people who are interested to plant as many trees as to pay off for the amount of carbon emissions used from the festival.
There's a carbon offsetting program that calculates how much power was used for the event and how much water was used for the event, and then people will have the option of paying the appropriate carbon credits or going out and planting trees.
Last year, the Green Festival reached 95% of landfill diversion, and this year they're planning on topping that effort with 98%. And as Patterson shows, results are already materializing 6 hours after the festival opens its door to the public.
We filled 6 or 7 of the compost, and the actual landfill trash is barely covering the bottom of the bin.
But the Green Festival effort to bring first-hand awareness to the people on how to correctly compost and recycle goes beyond the sorting dock in the back of the event doors, where the greening manager lectures the volunteers. Nazira Kamen sells composting machines and greening living supplies and has participated to the Green Festival for the past 4 years. And just last year visited the USDA composting site to learn more about how the Green Festival waste was taken care of. And he was surprised and definitely appreciated what he learned about it.
They kept that waste away from the other waste that they normally do to see how it went through the year, and it was actually a really great project.
Chip is a consultant for a sustainable business firm and a writer in his free time, and he agrees with the Green Festival effort to reduce positive waste by composting. But he also offers an interesting perspective on why all these efforts are indeed null to fight what he calls the ultimate demise.
If we consume 10% less by our efforts today through the show, but we grow our population by 30%, we haven't reduced overall consumption. In fact, we've increased it. So that's the concern, and we have to find a way to address the core of the problem, or unfortunately, as good as it might make us feel, all of these green efforts are not going to make a big enough difference to save us from the ultimate demise.